Today is about 90 degrees. We were in about 103 for the last 2 days, and it was a scorcher. It was torture. And where we want to go, the nights are 25 degrees. So 103 down to below freezing. So we're sitting in the desert, staying put, because we don't want to waste gas traveling to places that we can't stay for a little while. I like to stay put. Once I set up camp, I don't like to have to get back up and leave. And that was one of the things that I thought we were going to be doing more of, is driving city to city, place to place. And we're in year 3 now, and we don't want to do any of that stuff. Driving is fatiguing, gas is expensive, not knowing where to park. So when we find a spot, we like to hunker down. Going into this, we were having other ideas of what this would be like. And watching other YouTubers doing van life videos that don't show you or don't tell you, or maybe it's the algorithms just pushing the solo female van life videos, highly polished, highly edited, that get all the views. So it distorts your perspective on what this really is. I'm seeing a lot of channels now that we're rolling into summer where these van life people are going to their home base. They have a home base. Mom's house, it's a daisy, where they can park in the driveway. And seeing some YouTubers that had land somewhere as a home base, but they're never there. The winters are too cold. The roads get muddy, so the access gets limited. You could get stuck at your base camp. And then summers are too hot, plus the monsoons, again, limiting your access to the roads to get in and out for your supplies. I've seen people selling their land after spending a bunch of money fixing it up. So my land buying became less and less like something I wanted to do after watching van life and basically being tricked, thinking that I was gonna go from van life to homesteading. And I started looking at the homesteading more critical after being duped by the van life. And I'm catching the videos now where the people are selling, but I'm also looking at the land sales, and a lot of the places that I'm looking, the people are selling these places half done. They had their plans, they were laying stuff out, concrete pads, putting in septic, and then abandoning it, just selling it. Like, why would you just want to sell it? So then I did more research and reading into some of these places, and it's just the weather. The weather sucks there. Too windy, too hot, too cold. And when you're limited with your water and electricity, all that factors in. How are you going to get electric if half the time it's going to be cloudy? You're going to have a generator, which means more fuel, which means more money. So right now I'm cleaning up the van, getting rid of a bunch of stuff, just putting it out in the trash. I'm not even trying to sell anything. Brand new stuff too, clothes, shoes. I don't care. I'm trying to get as minimal as I can because I don't want to get a storage unit. Storage units are a huge waste of money. You're paying for stuff that you've already paid for now on a monthly basis. It's basically like credit card debt. I just watched a video with another van lifer YouTube channel, and she was talking about the storage units today and how she has one, and she's telling people don't do the storage unit. It's a huge waste of money, and that was something we were considering because we have so much stuff left. But it feels better to just get rid of the stuff because it lightens the van, lightens the load, and helps with the anxiety of having so much crap that you're carrying with you. You don't need any of it. I've worn the same pair of shorts for the last year straight. If it gets cold, I have one pair of pants that I wear. I wore my socks till there's holes in the bottom, and then I'll change them. They're crispy and crunchy. So when you do this, you start to not really care about what everybody thinks. Like how you used to when you had that job. You had to be presentable, you had to smell nice, make sure you don't wear the same shoes in a week. And I have probably a pair, like, I don't know, 20 pairs of shoes in the van, and I wear slides and one pair of shoes, and I will not wear anything because I'm thinking, well, I'm going to damage everything living out here in the desert, so don't wear it. So now what's the point of carrying it with me? I don't plan on going back into the 9-to-5 grind, and a lot of the clothes that I have are still from my office days. So we have a few days of purging, and I've purged my whole tent out after we've had it slashed. Just got rid of everything that's in there. So if anybody wants to go through my tent, go right ahead because there's nothing in there. It's just a decoy. It's just a placeholder, so when you go to town and you come back, nobody takes your spot. It's a decoy tent. So I'm gonna get rid of the tent because it's slashed. The zippers are all busted now. And that's gonna be less for me to carry, which will be easier to pack. And will make me feel lighter. I'm also seeing a lot of people posting that they're full-time van lifers, but I guess it's how you define full-time. I consider myself full-time. If you're calling yourself full-time but you're parked in your driveway, I don't think that's full-time. I think people think it's cool to say that you're escaping the matrix and you got out of the system and you're full-time in your van and it's kind of punk rock. But a lot of people aren't really doing it. They're spending more time creating content than actually just out here doing it. I do it for saving my money because I was just tired of working my fingers to the bone and not having anything to show for it, and having a really shitty apartment where I'm complaining about the neighbors being so loud. And now we're out in a desert where your neighbor doesn't share a wall with you, and if they're too loud you can pick up and leave. And the views, you'd consider the views $100 million views, but for nothing. I don't have anybody around me. But we're gonna be picking up soon and getting out of here to get to cooler temperatures. And I would have liked to gone back to my hometown now that I'm more free to do that. But having this van is not as easy as I thought it would be. You know, I thought that once I get out and going, maybe some of my family would say, hey, just come, park here and take a visit for like a week or something. So I played a prank on Instagram where I took some old footage where I was back home just to see if I can get some kind of reaction out of somebody where they say, hey, you're here, come to our place, visit, park in the driveway. But that prank bit me in the ass because it got absolutely no response, which means they're watching from afar, and when I say that I'm there, they pretend they don't see it. So now if I go back, I'm just gonna go back for myself, visit my home, and nobody needs to know, so don't worry. I'm not trying to burden anybody. I wouldn't want to do that. That's why I don't. But visiting a big city these days, I don't think, after 3 years being out here in nature and silence, I don't think I even want to visit the city anymore. Just full of crap. It's all crap. The food sucks. The people are just zombified. And again, the parking situation would suck, especially in the city. Got your catalytic issues. You just got, anybody that is an opportunist that thinks that they can get something out of the van. You're just gonna get a bunch of dirty clothes and popcorn on the floor. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just cleaning out my, what is it, the radiator grill. There's a bunch of bees in there, so I'm getting all these little insects out and I'm fixing the grill. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with this video. I just felt like saying something about what I've been seeing out there, and you get a lot of negative feedback from something like this where people will say, oh, didn't you plan on that, or didn't you do this, or didn't you do that, or you shoulda, woulda, coulda, and making it sound like I'm complaining. I'm just explaining what my experience is. Take it how you will. That last video I put up, half the comments are just complaining about me eating. You just missed the whole message then. Oh well. That video wasn't for you then. And maybe this one isn't either. All right, it's too hot. I'm going back in. Burnt.